Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bo Tally Show. I'm your host, Bo Tally. We are here back live or recording live here at Blue House Production Studios right here in Kensington, Maryland. Always hyped to be here. It's a wonderful place, dope place. Now listen, the DMV is filled with treasures. I mean, just straight up treasures, great talent. This is probably I think, for the record, this is probably one of the most talented areas in the nation by far. And today, I'm trying to tell you, I'm hyped. I am hyped today because I got a brother here. I got my big brother here today, Chooky Caldwell from Washington, D.C. I mean, he plays everything. He's a musician's musician. He plays bass, guitar, organ, piano, kazoo, tambourine, whatever you name, this brother can play it. I mean, he's a great brother. I mean, I've known him for a good while. I mean, he's poured so much into me. He's a father. He's into ministry. He's a child of God. That's very, very important. And I'm excited to have his brother here. What's up,
What's
Chooky
going on, Dad?
Everybody, welcome Chooky Caldwell. What's going on, man? Let's get right into it, brother. Okay. Now, look, I was reading in your bio that you got your first instrument when you was 5 years old, right? Walk it through to me.
Oh, simple. Well, I got my nickname Chooky because I loved trains when I was little.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, so
brother, I ain't know.
Right. Yeah. So I would go around the house and choo 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 choo. I just love trains. My dad got me this. I must have been like 2, and he got me this outfit and it had a big train on it. I just was like in La La Land, and every Christmas, I wanted a train set.
Yeah.
But my dad had a different seed that he wanted to plant, so he got me the bass guitar and all of the trimmings, and then the next Christmas would be a keyboard, and the next Christmas would be a guitar, and I was just like, once I stopped crying, I was like, I wanted a train set. Then I look over the instrument, and I pick it up, and the instruments became my toys, and those really wiped the tears away. So that's how I got my nickname Chooky. Choo 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 choo, running around. So when I was younger, it was Choo Choo, and when I got about 10, 11, they started saying Chooky, and it just stuck.
Man, what?
Yeah.
Now, this is big for the area. Because I know everybody probably want to know, yo, how you get the name Chooky? Yeah. So did you just fall right in love with music right away, or how did you know that this was going to be your purpose?
Well, both sides of my family, my mom's side and my dad's side, were both musically inclined.
Yeah.
So couldn't run away from hearing it. There was one time my mom was driving us to school, and I heard on 1340 AM WYCB, I heard Whitley Phipps, Lord, You Are My Music. And I was just like, I said, his voice was so deep, and but I could understand where he was going, and even the inflections in his voice and all that stuff. And that was my first album I got. I was telling someone a couple weeks ago, and I had a Fisher Price, literally a Fisher Price record player. And my mom went down, I think we went to Kent Mill Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, and got that. It was a single, Lord, You Are My Music by Whitley Phipps. And that opened up so many things.
Did it for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I love it, man.
Yeah. All right, that's the beginning.
Yeah. I always want to know. I do a lot of gigs with Chooky.
Right.
And I always he be killing so bad. I be like, I wonder what made him want to start doing it. You know what I'm saying?
And it felt like I said, it was we never know God's plan for our life.
Yeah.
So even as a kid, I thought I was upset because I didn't get the train set that I wanted. I also wasn't aware of the seed that my parents were planting.
All right, so now you've been in the DMV area pretty much all your life, but you've been everywhere, though. You've been on the West Coast. You've been to different countries. You played for a ton of different artists. From I can't even name all the artists that you played for. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to know, but in the DMV particular, what has the DMV been for you for your music career? What has it done for you?
Honestly, the DMV has made it so I came from when it was Washington, D.C.
Right.
The DMV is a term that has been gathered over a little over a decade. So I've seen the change of D.C., then also blending with Maryland and Virginia, the surrounding parts. I've seen the growth. At times, D.C. can be very, very competitive.
Yeah.
And it's that thing, and some competition is good. All competition is not healthy. So, but what it did was it made me resilient.
Right.
And so that allowed me to be able to do different things and different platforms. Of course, born and raised in church. But I went on my first tour in 1998 with a guy named Ali Tennant from London, England. So it was me and who we know now is Mo Horns and
right.
Right. Rest in peace. Benjamin Love from the Winans.
Yeah.
He was the MD.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ishmael Monet he was playing sax back then. Now he's an amazing producer and J Deal, all of those cats. So
yeah.
But seeing how stuff went from then to now, I was able to because DC has always been like a melting pot.
Yeah.
So like back in the day, a little bit of history. Back in the day, I knew that like Duke Ellington and those cats, Charlie Bird, they used to come through DC when they were doing the Chitlin Circuit tour. Mm-hmm. So that's how U Street got developed, and the Howard Theater got developed, and stuff like that. They were just passing through to go further down south. So actually, over where my mom lives, in downtown Northwest, some of those houses are still there that like Duke Ellington and them used to stay at.
Right.
Before they left to go down, Louisiana or down ATL or Georgia or whatever. So
right.
It's a lot of history. So knowing that history, and then also knowing that a lot of people come through here, so sometimes it's been hard to really kind of identify one specific identity of DC. So then it got broader to DMV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it still has the melting pot framework. And I think that just allows us to be able to hear different music, have a different appreciation for different music, and be able to, when we get called on different assignments, we're able to do it fluidly because there's been people in our town from other walks of life that have been doing
Absolutely.
it. Yeah. So,
yeah. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I like talking to this cat right here. Cause he always giving me that history stuff
man.
I ain't never
man.
knew. You know what I'm saying? Cause I like talking to guys like you and Biscuit and some of the other like legends in the DMV area, man. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I like hearing the different stories and the breakdowns of your careers, and cause it all pieces everything together for where we are musically here. And I love it. I love hearing all the different stories.
And it gives you a different background of the person, because so grateful, so thankful to have graced all of the continents through music. You know what I'm saying? I played for artists that I never thought that I would have played for, and been in places and meetings that I never thought I would be. It's a gift, and I always, I like to say that my resume is good, but I want to make sure that my calendar is current. So like, what am I doing now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be,
that's good.
Back in the day, Yeah. So what am I doing now? So staying applicable. And I give a lot of credit to that to like my daughter, Ariana, who is, she's 23 years old. In 2020, she was the only African-American and only student at University of Maryland that graduated with 2 bachelor's degrees, one in musical theater and one in political science. So, we went to a play last night. She, earlier in the week, she's like, "Dad, do you know about Rosetta Tharpe?" I said, "You know about Rosetta Tharpe, right?" Yeah. So there's a play at the Ford's Theater called "Shout, Sister, Shout," and it's the Rosetta Tharpe story. So that was a daddy and daughter date night where cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So everything.
So
music, has penetrated every facet of my life. And seeing how it changes from generation to generation, but still want to know, okay, well, what's hot now?
True. Very, very true. Yeah. Cause see, like I know I was listening to SZA, but I was calling her SZA.
Listen,
and
how old are you now, Bo?
Right. I was calling, and I was like, "Yo, SZA." I was like, "SZA, she killing. She is killing." And my daughter was like, "You mean SZA?" Right. That does make sense, right? Let me tell y'all, when I first met Chooky, when I was younger, I met Chooky playing guitar. You was playing guitar, lead guitar. It was like Gideon.
Okay.
Or whatever. It was a long time ago, man.
That's years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what happened was showed up at some other gig, and Chooky had a bass in his hand. I was like, hey, everybody going in, he killing, man, Chooky killing. I was like, yeah. And so then, then later on, I see this cat playing keys, and I was like, hold up. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, how many instruments this cat play?
Right.
Real talk, I didn't like Chooky when I was young. I was like, I don't like this cat. I was like, how God give him that many instruments, man, or whatever. But was killing. I couldn't hate on him though. I was like, man, he's killing on everything. Yeah. All right, dope, man. This is random. What is your favorite what's your favorite food spot? What's your favorite go-to food spot after a gig? You know what I'm saying? What's your spot? What's your food?
My favorite food, what they said, your last meal is lasagna. Lasagna,
I'm with you. I can get with you on that.
Yeah, but it's gotta be authentic lasagna, from. I'm stand corrected because Stouffer's, they didn't, a couple of times they didn't have a good one, but going into the restaurant and having the whole. What?
You say who?
Stouffer's box lasagna. You ain't never had that? Yeah, it's
brother.
Listen, if it's my last meal, I want. Look, look, if I read the back of the box, I probably wouldn't eat it. But nonetheless.
You want Stouffer's? The Stouffer's to be your last meal?
Listen, look.
You went from authentic, I was with you.
If they can't get to Vicente over there, you know what I mean, then, bring me some garlic bread, and we'll be all right. Yeah. That's my favorite food, though.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you for coming, man.
Absolutely, brother.
Man. This is gonna be. Chooky's gonna play some music. We can't let him go without playing music. Right. And I'm gonna play with him because he done made me. You know what I'm saying? So chain of command. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do it. But before we go, the younger musicians, man, the younger producers, just the young people in life in general, whether it be here or wherever, man, what good advice can you give them along the way so that they can have a good, healthy foundation to start with and keep going? What can you give them?
Stay true to the assignment. Keep the integrity to the assignment. Whatever the assignment calls for, just do just that.
Yeah.
As in terms of be on time, be early. Early is on time. On time is late. Late is unacceptable unless it's an emergency. Sometimes we get a little bit comfortable that our skill set and our gifts can only get us but so far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're, not only focused in on the music, but focused in on music business. And it's those small things that people, they give you, know the difference between a set list and a song list. A song list is a list of songs that you can just pull from. A set list normally is the order of the songs in which they will be performed. Just be a good person to be around, on stage, off stage. Wow. It's not about every child. I've seen people replace certain musicians for somebody who might not have all of the fancy chops, but they're a good person to be around on and off the stage.
Absolutely.
And that's just very, very important. If the gig calls for you to play acoustic guitar, then play acoustic guitar. Not a electric guitar with a stomp box. If it says synth bass, not bass with a stomp box. Bring us you know what I'm saying?
No, that's true.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
And I'll just share with you real quick. When I got, I've known Sister Letty C for a long, long time. But when I got recalled by our homie, Brother Greg Clark, to do a couple of dates with the Nina Simone tribute, it was upright bass. Yeah. Authentic upright bass. And, when I was endorsed with Dean Guitars, they had sent me a 5-string electric upright. And, it was cool. But that wasn't an upright bass. Right. And so if I wanted to take that assignment, I needed to do what it took for that assignment. Right. So I think I mentioned, talked to you before, it took 3 days and 4 hours each day and really dug into the fingering of a real upright bass. Yeah. And then went over the set and then flew out. I did that Monday through Wednesday. Thursday morning flew out. The gig was that Friday. And I remember Sister Letty, she walked over to me. She was like, I miss you, Chooky. I said, I miss you too, sister. And it was just, but I could not be in that comfort zone if I hadn't done the work before.
Exactly.
So be integral to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
if this is what you want to do, then be true to it, because there's a million other people that are looking on YouTube, picking up chops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? So stay integral to the assignment, stay integral to the music. And I like a quote that Quincy Jones said. He said, when you chase music for money, then God leaves the room. And,
Whoa.
I
love it.
Yeah, and I'm very, very serious with the gift that God has given me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't take it lightly. Yeah, that's what I would share. Be integral, stay true to yourself, and stay true to the music. Mm-hmm.
Chooky Caldwell, y'all. DMV's best legend.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm going to give him.
I appreciate that, brother.
Grammy Award winner.
Nominated.
Great.
Listen.
Listen, brother.
I was up there with him, but,
Yeah, look, no. Next level.
Number one Billboard, though.
Number one Billboard.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Snoop Dogg produced song.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro.
Heather Headley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him. See?
I'm just
see,
here.
look at him.
I'm here all week.
See,
Don't
look
play.
at this guy. Chooky, man, thank you for coming.
Absolutely, brother.
This meant everything to me. Man.
Absolutely, brother.
Yes, sir.
Only
Yes,
the
sir.
beginning. What's going on, everyone? You can find me, Chooky Caldwell, on IG, CHOOKY, CALDWELL on IG. I'm on Facebook, Anthony Chooky Caldwell, ANTONE, CHOOKY, CALDWELL. And yes, you hit me. Follow me. Send me a DM or whatever. I'll always try to respond back. And y'all be blessed.
Yeah, that's a lot of letters, but y'all can just play it back. It's the Bo Tally Show. Thank you all. Thank you again to Chooky Caldwell, my big brother, man. This was a good show. Had a good time. Peace.